It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know, but check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, doing the most, the radio show. I talk that bud, show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the Ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts. This is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'ma roll a sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE, Ghost, doing the most, the radio show host. It's the 420 radio show, and we done reached this news segment brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Steel Beating Productions LLC, where you can get some of the hottest beats around town. You know what I'm talking about? But we gonna get into these headlines today. Psychedelics bill in nearly a dozen states already. Minnesota's governor legalization petition. Wisconsin governor eyes medical marijuana deal with GOP. Missouri cannabis home grow apps. Connecticut record-selling congressional analysis oped. Okay, let's get into this. Here are some top things to know. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is asking people to sign a petition calling on lawmakers to legalize cannabis this year. Former House Majority Leader Ryan Winkler, who is now leading the legalization campaign, told Marijuana Moment he thinks the legislation will pass by May. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers said he's ready to sign a Republican-led medical cannabis bill as long as it's not flawed with excessive restrictions. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont and other state officials announced the launch of a web portal to assist with clearing marijuana conviction records one day before Tuesday's start of recreational cannabis sales. Lawmakers in nearly a dozen states, including Connecticut, Illinois, and Virginia, have already filed psychedelics bill for 2023 sessions or announced plans to do so soon. Missouri's Department of Health and Senior Services posted sample forms for people who want to apply to grow their own marijuana at home. Regulators will begin accepting applications by February 6. 2022 was the best year ever for cannabis. The Bold Pack Justin Streakle argues in a new Marijuana Moment opt those complaining about the failure to pass more reform in the 117th Congress are ignoring the context of long history of prohibition, he says. Okay, now we're moving on to federal. Representative Eleanor Holmes Norton said she is concerned that the House under Republican control could seek to further interfere with Washington, D.C.'s local marijuana law. Representative Chuy Garcia tweeted about President Joe Biden's meeting with the President of Mexico, saying that any resulting action must be implemented with a clear-eyed view of the past failures on the war on drugs, an emphasis on human rights, and a proactive approach to the root causes of migration. Representative Ilhan Omar criticized the Biden administration's border policy, saying the problems at our southern border do not begin at our southern border. People from the Americas are fleeing their countries for a reason. We should be honest and admit that some of those reasons are related to U.S. foreign policy, including draconian sanctions and failed war on drugs, blanket support from multinational corporations over indigenous rights, and a decades-long embargo on Cuba. Okay, now we're moving to the states. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker touted the state's legalization of cannabis in his second inaugural address. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb seemed to express openness to decriminalization marijuana possession separately. A representative spoke about his cannabis legalization bill. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly said she will continue pressing lawmakers to pass medical cannabis legislation. Separately, a representative said he would likely vote to legalize medical marijuana again if a bill comes up this year. And another representative tweeted that he thought a logo of an airplane on new pens for lawmakers was a joint at first. New Yorker's state majority leader appointed a new member of the Cannabis Control Board. Separately, a top regulator discussed the launch of the legal recreational market. Tennessee's House Speaker said his chamber is pretty close to passing a medical cannabis legislation, but that he doesn't think he can ever support recreational marijuana legalization. A Georgia judge is considering a lawsuit that seeks to unseal documents related to medical cannabis business license applications. Connecticut's Consumer Protection Commissioner discussed the launch of legal recreational marijuana sales this week. Maryland's top cannabis regulator spoke about preparations to begin overseeing recreational marijuana. Missouri regulators posted a third draft of proposed marijuana rules. Oregon regulators published guidance on marijuana pre-roll testing and labeling. A Mississippi medical cannabis dispensary that was expected to be the first to open on Monday has delayed its launch. Colorado regulators published a report on feasibility of kratom regulation. Michigan regulators are hosting a municipal cannabis summit on January 30th. And that was your news segment for the 420 radio show, brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Still Beating Productions LLC. I'm gonna drop both of these links down in the description so you can go check the website out, and you can also check out the article that I had just read so you can catch up on the rest of the article that I did not read. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back into this music piece. If you like content like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop new episodes. You know what I'm talking about? But you know how we do. We're gonna get back into this smoking session. You feel me? 420, we out. Peace. I ain't had a crush in years. I ain't had a crush in years.
Still Beating Productions.
Yeah, Ghosts. Last week I saw you at the mall, standing at the payphone, about to make a call. I had a vision, it was me on the other end, telling you to come by, then you walked in. I touched you gently with my hands. We talked about traveling the distant lands, escaping all the madness out here in the world, becoming my wife, no longer my girl. Then you let your dress fall to the floor. I kissed you softly and then you yearned for more. We experienced pleasure unparalleled into an ocean of love. We both fell, swimming in the timeless currents of pure bliss. Fantasies interchanging with each kiss. Undenying passion unites our soul. Together we swam until the point of no control. But it's a fantasy, and it won't come true. We never even spoke, and your man swear he really loves you. So I'ma keep all these feelings inside and keep my dreams alive until the right time. Hey lover, this is more than a crush. Hey lover, this is more than a crush.
You got perfect timing.
Why you say that?
About to start a little puff give in this mother. Now I know Willie don't let you smoke in his house, but I'm your Uncle Elroy. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine.
Still Beating Productions.
perfect.